Hello everyone, this is Anomalous Zero. You can find me here, just to let you know. Today I'll be bringing you the replays of the top 4 of the recent Peasant event that was run on Sunday, September 15th. I would firstly like to thank MTGO Traders for providing the prize sponsorship. You should check them out if you haven't. And if you do purchase cards online, it would be nice if you could type something like PEZ into the box about how you heard about them. For those of you that don't know what Peasant is, it's basically like Pauper, only it uses Gatherer rarity and Modern Masters rarity, essentially. Basically, if a card's been printed as a common in paper or online, it is legal, and you're allowed 5 uncommons. Okay, so I will bring you the top 4. This is the first matchup. It is Dueyutah versus Elliott. I don't remember what they were playing. I was hosting the event, not playing in it. We have, Mono Black versus Mono Blue. So it's just a Sign in Blood. Phyrexian Rager got excluded. It's the classic matchup of draw go versus just value creatures. Una's Grace, pretty good late game card. Turns your lands into cards. Well, cycles your lands essentially for 3 mana. Quicksand, an old standby. I believe it counts as a common. Even though you can use a proxy, obviously. That's fine. Staboon is a card. The format's mostly like Pauper, but there are some differences, as you'll see in the next match. I'm gonna go quicker. He just cycles a card, think twice. Not a very interesting matchup. Think twice. Oh, and then he just unloads with 2 Delvers and a Spire Golem. Let's see. He tries to Sign in Blood. That gets counterspelled. He Tendrils is the Spire Golem. Uses a Piracy Charm to make Dueyutah discard a card. And let's see if these Delvers flip. Yep. Revealing miscalculation. Tendrils again, but like he knew the miscalculation was there. Think twice. This is probably not going to go on for much longer. Yeah. And see, there's one of his uncommons is a Vampire Nighthawk, which is a pretty good value creature to add to your deck. But of course, yeah, it just gets repealed. And now, I don't know, I guess it's not lethal, but repeal counterspell. And prohibit. Yep. And that's how game 1 works. Just a bunch of countering, card draw, and 2 Delvers. Let's see game 2. Somebody mulled again to Elliott mulled to 5 in this game. There's another uncommon, Gatekeeper of Malagir. Again, a nice value. Spectre got miscalculated. Gatekeeper got quicksanded, another unkicked Gatekeeper. Deprives a Sign in Blood, which lets him resolve a Liliana Spectre. Agravolus, very good value in common. Finds a Una's Grace. Yeah. So, Augur blocks the Gatekeeper. Rager gets in under the counterspell defenses. Elliott seems to be short on lands. And, ooh, Kibi Gang Shinobi. Or, Shinobi. Liliana Spectre. Flying Ravenous Rats, Victor of the Night, and Dueyutah's seen enough. Or, Elliott's seen enough. Alright, I'm going through these pretty quickly because it's not a particularly interactive match. Sign in Blood gets miscalculated. Ooh, no land drop, it looked like. Rager gets countered. Oh no, I guess it was a land drop. Geth's Verdict for the Spire Golem and an unkicked Gatekeeper. They're probably still on the deck because he doesn't have better cards to bring in. Like, sometimes you just need a bear. Quicksand, again, lands that can do things as spells, very good. And that's typically why you see a lot of monocolored decks, is because they have the ability to run value lands, like in Standard Pauper and Haunted Fengraf. Turn Infinite Delver. There's a counter war there. He went for the Think Twice, and so Dueyutah played the Geth's Verdict, but that just got counterspelled. Oh no, he went for the Tendrils or something. What happened? No, he went for the Geth's Verdict, and then Dueyutah responded with the Tendrils, which was probably better for him. Yeah, just flashing back. Think Twice. Quicksand. Very good here. Agrabolus, find Counterspell. And... oh no. I've seen this. This takes a while. I'll go a little faster. Augur swings for 1. Dispel on a Tendrils. Spire Golem. Duress, and he tries to hardcast an Okiba Gang Shinobi, but it gets Essence Scattered. Swing. There's a Kiba Gang Shinobi again, but it got repealed into a Think Twice, into a second Augur, which reveals a Dispel. Yeah, okay, and there's that exclude. I was wondering about that when I saw it. Now here, right there, I have to talk about this play. He had a Dispel up. He had 1 mana for the Dispel. His opponent only has 1 card in hand. I am not sure why he did not double block there. I do not know how he could be punished for that. He could just double block and the Okiba Gang Shinobi would be dead. So that was a weird play to me. And if anything really went wrong, Quicksand was tapped, but yeah. And so there's Deprive. Yeah, and he wouldn't have had to use that Quicksand if he would have double blocked that 1 turn, and he would have gotten in for an extra point of damage. So, I think that's a slight misplay. The blue player is pretty locked up right now. It's 5 cards to 2 or something. There's another exclude. Dewey did not know about that. And then he got miscalculated. Una's Grace, just cycling those lands for cards. Another land. And here's a Corrupt. Cycling a miscalculation, but the Corrupt resolves. Drawing infinite cards. But I believe at this point, the only way for Dueyutah to win is to resolve a Corrupt somehow. Island, Dispel, Dispel. And Corrupt is not an instant, so Dispel does not counter it. So yeah, if he drew a Corrupt, he could just win out of nowhere. He's definitely not a great spot, though. Especially with Elliott, just every land he draws is just a card. Just for value. Yeah, I like that play. His opponent doesn't have anything in hand. And you have to just have Corrupt protection. And Geth's Verdict is not going to do it. And that'll be all she wrote. Alright, and that was bracket A or whatever of the Dueyutah expressing his sadness. And I will bring you the other matchup soon.